Hi YouTube. Don't know what I'm gonna call myself yet, but I want to make a channel for, I guess it's aimed towards addicts, whether that be alcohol, chocolate, food, TV, your phone, whatever it may be. I kind of want this channel to just be a place for people to come and listen to a fellow addict without being necessarily with other people, because I know that going to AA or therapy or drug addiction counseling or anything like that can be a little overwhelming. And maybe sometimes you don't want answers, you don't need answers, you're not asking for answers. And I know that sometimes maybe you just need a little bit of comfort, a comforting voice, some comforting words, comforting presence. I found that in Bob Ross. Of course, I'm sure everybody knows Bob Ross. I watched a lot of Bob Ross. The first time I went sober for a year. I myself am an alcoholic, and I found a lot of peace and solace in not only Bob Ross's voice and his just presence, but the way he painted and even his pictures. I find peace in his pictures, looking at them. And then sometimes it's just nice to sit outside and look at nature, look at the trees. They wave at you. And there's the bubbles. It's my beaner. And this is the bubbles. It's a little hot out today. Part of the channel too, I want, like I said, to be maybe a comforting presence for those looking to just get their mind off of anything. So I know when I was drinking heavily, I'm currently, it is, what's today? Let me see. It is Friday, August 6th, 2021. And I quit drinking, I don't know what day, but in November of 2020 is when after about a decade of different mishaps and lots of stuff, I decided to give it up and just no more. You can tell yourself that. You can tell yourself anytime, no more. One of the things I took away from AA, I remember one man, he would tell the group, or one time he told the group that, like, you can't just have one or two or even three. He wants the whole bottle, the whole 6-pack, the whole 12-pack, whatever's there. It's meant to be drunk, to be drank. And so one of the things he would do, AA tells you to take it one day at a time. And what he would do is tell himself that maybe he'll drink tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Every day. Every day. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But not today. Not today. That helped me occasionally. Occasionally. But I still think about it to this day. Every day. Every day. Funny thing is that after my last blackout, which was in November, I haven't really thought about drinking. Up until that point, a lot of the time I would tell myself, not today, not today, not today. And then occasionally, or sometimes more than occasionally, and oftentimes you'd spiral into much more than occasionally. And you find yourself drinking every day. But anyway, I'm kind of just rambling right now. But the point of the story was that you don't have to drink today. You can if you want. You know, I'm not here to tell you not to drink, or I'm not here to burden you with the thought of never drinking again, because I know that's a scary thought. That scared the shit out of me. The thought of never drinking again. It was a scary one. But I'll tell you right now that after about 10 years of pretty heavy drinking, I don't think I could ever see myself drinking again. Picture that. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that wasn't a picture in my brain. That picture had not been taken yet. It didn't exist. But you're not alone. You're not alone. You're never alone. You're never alone. And whatever you're going through, whatever you feel, you're not alone. You feel hate, you feel anger, you feel lonely, you feel useless. I felt useless a lot. But you're not. You're not useless. Not at all. Not at all. Just sit and relax for a little bit. You can't hear the birds, but they're singing. There's a park across the street. There's probably some people there. Some kids having fun on the playground while their parents watch. It's nice to see. You hear the flies and you hear the bees. Not a lot of bees. It just, my backyard about 2 weeks ago was covered. There's a good patch of weeds up there towards the center. Right about over there. Right about there. them all down. Chopped them all down so the pups have a place to run around. You know, I'm somewhat hesitant about even starting this. I don't even, like I said, did I say earlier I don't have a name yet? I think it's KS24365. KS24365. That's kick ass. All right, wait. I guess it doesn't really stand for kick ass because it's KS. I'll have to change that. I don't know what to call it though. ASMR addict. Is it ASMR? I don't know. I don't have a fancy microphone or anything. This is just on my regular phone. I don't have like a SM80 microphone or something. Or one of those compression microphones, the fancy ones. You can hear the bubbles in the drink and all that stuff. The fancy ASMR artists have. But yeah, back to drinking. Again, you know, what time is it? Let's see, it's about 2 p.m. here. And when I was drinking heavily, I'd probably most likely be drunk at this point, depending on the day, I guess. There was a point when I was working at Macy's, when I would go into work at 6:30 in the morning. I was part of the start team. And so we'd there's like the merchandising team, go and put out all the new shirts and pants and shoes and bras and panties. Oh, that was the worst. I couldn't tell the difference between any of them. They all looked the same. But there was always something slightly different. The lace was a little bit different, or the brand. Oh, good Lord, too many brands, but they all look the same. It's a different with men's. You know, you go into the men's underwear section, and there's like Hanes and Fruit of the Loom and Calvin Klein, and those are the three I remember. I guess you have those like special ones like Lucasfilm underwear with Star Wars on it, or Marvel underwear, but anyway. And I worked at Macy's anyway, and as part of the start team, get off sometimes around 11. I was doing part-time for a while. You know, sometimes they'd ask me to stay till 12 or 1, or if I was doing a full day, and stay till, 3 o'clock maybe. And then, just go home and drink. And then wake up hungover. Luckily at Macy's, when I was working at Macy's, I lived close enough to walk. And I could walk super hungover to work. Because at the time I had an interlock in my car. And if I had drank too heavily the night before, then if you blew into that, then you get a warning or make you go off, and then you have to go get drug tested and go get your interlock recalibrated and all that good stuff. If you are an alcoholic on the level I was, Obviously, I had an interlock at least once. And it's a story for another time, maybe, but the interlock days. Oh, there goes the Bobosh. Excuse me. Excuse him if he barks. He's kind of loud. Man, Macy's is Macy's. I work so damn early in the morning. Sometimes I pass out in the bathroom. I'm hungover. Just pass out by the toilet. I don't think I ever threw up. Maybe I probably did. But I remember passing out in the bathroom a few times. Passed out in the break room quite a bit. I had a chair there, actually. It was like my chair. Everybody knew it was my chair. Everybody knew it was my chair. My break chair. Go take a nap. Fall asleep after I ate my lunch. Those are the days, though. Those are the days. I'm gonna grab another cigarette. A little tour. Can meet my beaner. This is my bean. Oh girl. She's a good girl. She is a good girl. This is my Bobosh. He's a psychopath. Yes, he is. He's a lot of energy. This is my house. Don't need to see too much of this, but this is my work area. Got some drums over here. Kennel that we don't use anymore. Gotta get rid of that. Little Rick and Morty thing. My calendar with a penis on it. Oh, look, check this out. A little calendar piece. Bob Ross paintings. Different ones. It's nice. A master. Shoe master. I got my Bob Ross bobblehead here. Yes.
And that may be the true joy of painting, is when you share it with other people.
Yes.
That's the true joy.
The true joy of painting when you share it with other people. Here we go. Come on, Bobosh. Come on, Andrea. So I'm still smoking cigarettes, unfortunately. Need to quit. One thing at a time, though, right? Alcohol is gone. I stopped eating meat. That's a whole other topic, though. No meat. No meat. I'm getting about the 20-minute mark. I think this is a good enough session to start with. I don't know how to do this. This is my first time trying anything like this. Kind of want to call it like an ASMR nature. ASMR addict. Talk about it. I don't know. Like I said, I guess it's for anybody for the most part, but geared more towards addicts. This is like something that I don't feel that I don't even really know if I want to. I think I want to. It feels good to talk about. but I also feel it's like something that I kind of have to do in some format. There's lots of people that are kind of called to share their experiences with drugs and addictions, and kind of share it as spread that energy, spread those good vibes to the people that need it, and the earth needs it. Definitely. I think I'm gonna finish this guy, if you don't mind. Hang out a little bit longer. I want to do one. I like to water in the mornings, every other day or so, or like 3 times a week. In the morning, nice and early. Maybe one of these days I'll wake up and film some of the sunshine around the neighborhood, and yeah, get some sounds of the watering. Usually water for about half an hour in the front. Watch some Russell Brand or something, I don't know, whatever I feel like. Watch a lot of different stuff. I like Dakota of Earth. If you've never heard of him, he's the psychedelic Jesus. Psychedelic Jesus, Dakota of Earth. Be interesting to talk with him one day. I'm into some psychedelics myself. I actually kind of think that mushrooms helped with my addiction to alcohol. Not with these guys so far. But with alcohol, maybe I'll do a video one day. Kind of had like this vision that, no, not really a vision. It's more like I felt a presence or something. A presence or an spirit, an entity. But it was like myself, or an alternate version of myself, or like someone from my future. I don't know. But they told me that if I kept drinking, if I didn't kind of steer away from that it wouldn't end very nicely. Not very nicely. And not that I expected anything less, I guess. I never thought about the end. The end game for drinking. You know, was I headed towards 7 DWIs and you know, liver failure in my 40s? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I was headed. It matters where I am right now, right this very second. And I'm good. I'm sober. Smoked a little bit of weed a little while ago. Before I started this video, actually. So about 30 minutes ago, maybe. So I guess, nah, screw that. I am sober. My mind is right. My mind is right. I'm not saying that weed is right for everybody. By no means, and I'm not even saying alcohol is bad for everybody. This isn't alcohol slander. Slanderous. You know, if you can have a drink or two, more power to you. More power to you. I can't. I won't. Not anymore. But that's just who I am. Doesn't mean that's who you are. And yeah, there's a few points I guess I made. It's not total rambling. This isn't a video against alcohol. It's alcohol education. Alcohol education. There you go. We'll call it ASMR with an alcoholic. Alcoholic ASMR. That's what we should say. No. It sounds like a club of people that drink and watch ASMR or something. I don't know. Now I am rambling though. So I am going to head out. But always remember you're not alone. Never alone. Deuces.